We are about ready for kick-off for the final time in Super Rugby Aotearoa. The Crusaders, of course, in the red. The Blues, well, they're in the blue. It's underway we go. Richie Moanga for the last time in Super Rugby Aotearoa kicks the match up underway. And it is the Blues receiving the ball, but losing it swiftly. After one phase, it's back to the Crusaders, and they launch through Moanga straight away. Looking to get involved nice and early. Bryn Hall, fires it out wide to Bridge, cuts it back to Goodhue, and eventually goes to Cody Taylor. Back in centre field, here's Whitelock, floating in the tackle, but can't handle it. Peter Douglas, Mark Talia comes away with the ball, and the Blues, well, with their early little storm from this Crusaders side, as Finley Christie has a little bit of a nudge. He loses the ball in the tackle, and we will come back for the original knock-on scrum against Whetu Douglas and the Crusaders.
Crouch.
Both
Bind.
sides showing early intent to
Set.
run with the ball and to get in attacking positions out wide. We are just a few minutes into the first scrum of the game. Finley Christie feeds for the Blues. And it looks steady enough for the time being. Kiriuani waits for it at the back. He leaves it for Christie, who puts a little chip in over the top. That's not bad either. He's not at the back here for the Crusaders. And Bowden Barrett flying through. Bowden Barrett chips it ahead. He's only got to beat Mooney, and he gets there. Barrett, what a start for the Blues. Finley Christie, an absolute miracle by the scrum half. And Bowden Barrett shows all the speed in the world. Where was Will Jordan? That's the question I've got. Look at Christie, just sizes it up. A little kick over the top. Barrett's there. He's rapid. He's speed. We know his story. And he regathers right from the line and plants the ball down. Try time early for the Blues. What a start they've got here. Nothing on at all. Christie, unbelievable vision from the number 9. And to be fair to Joe Moody, that he got that close to the situation in the end is a miracle. But how about that start? Quite remarkable. Here is the try scorer, Bowden Barrett, of course, number 10 on his back now, and he nails it. Big conversion from out on the right at the Eden Park faithful, loving the start by their team. It is 7 points to 0, the Blues over the Crusaders. And we're only just about 11 minutes in this game. Richie Moanga gets us back underway. Fiery start by the home side, and a good take there from Moffat Tuangafasi. Turned over though by the Crusaders. And it's Tom Sanders who comes away with it. But the Blues liking their chances. Christie thinks he's got it, does he? No, it's not going to come back. Bryn Hall still has it. And he runs and offloads to Douglas. What a pass from Whetu Douglas. And down the sideline will go Sevi Rees. What a reply. Instantly hitting back. The Crusaders score their opener. That's how good they can be. A little bit of pressure on the Crusaders, and they reply in a heartbeat. Bryn Hall, a little bit of a show and tell down the left side of the ruck, threw it back. A desperate tackle from Caleb Clark on Whetu Douglas, and he had no friends out wide to help him. Once that offload came out the back of the hand, it was goodbye from the speed of Sevi Rees. Well, that was great from Whetu Douglas. How he got that ball away in such quick fashion, I'm unsure. But what we do know is that Sevi Rees, with an invitation like that, does not need to be asked twice. What a reply by the Crusaders. And if you thought the Blues were going to canter away with this after a good start, you got another thing coming. Richie Moanga adds the extra 2, and we're all tied up again at 7 points apiece. Crusaders hit back after the Blues' early shot at the points took them out to 7-0. We're all tied up yet again at 7 apiece. Here's Bowden Barrett. He's got all the points for his side. And we get things back underway. A great take from Tuipulotu. Flying high, taking the ball down as the Blues have to battle hard, but they're going to lose it. Oh, Crusaders get it back again, and Bryn Hall keeps it alive nicely for Tom Christie. And turned over. Oh, Evans, Blake Gibson, he's into that like a flash, and a big turnover there from the Blues flanker. but it's only going to last for one phase. No, he hangs on. Brilliantly done. Tuipulotu has another little scamper down the short side. Christie has to wait. Goes to Tuinufuaki. Big pass from him out to Barrett, and here is a great ball from Ioane, and it's Caleb Clark. He's out of here. Numbers on the outside once more. This time it's the Blues, and they grab their second. Oh, it's just not taking much, is it? Defensively, they are not keeping those outside channels watched. Now this side, you can look at it and say, where was Super Rex? There's the ball. Oh, he was nowhere to be seen. Rico Ioane took out that last line of defence, and it was a clear run for Caleb Clark. He grabs the second for the Blues. Great pass here from Carl Tuinufuaki. Really put that beautifully out into midfield. And the Crusaders a bit bunched in defence. Caleb Clark, he's gone, he's quick. We know about his game. He's hard to tackle, but he's also got the pace if you give him the area to run into. And the Blues take back that lead. Early tries flying left, right and centre at the moment. We're just over the halfway point through the first half, and already we've got ourselves 3 tries going through the game. And Bowden Barrett adds another 2 points to the total. It's 14-7. The Blues double their score and put their lead out to just 7 points now. Both sides having a fair old go at the moment. It's attack everywhere. As it's nicely taken down by Cowley Tuiopti. Kurt Eklund is the man of support to take contact. Here is Christie looking for room down the left-hand side again. Bowden Barrett almost gets away. But it's a great tackle from Super Reeks that just stops him getting into that full flow. Here is Eklund again. Didn't really want it, but here's Caleb Clark. Oh, he's gone again. Caleb Clark, no one at the back. Will Jordan's having a positional nightmare at the moment. And Caleb Clark grabs 2. The Blues go out to 21-7. Kick to come though, 19-7. We'll get a little bit easy on those extra 2 points. Another 5 though. Kurt Eklund, he didn't want it. He just stood up and he had to turn around the corner and he found Caleb Clark and away he went. No one at the back. The Crusaders are not covering their outside back channels at all. The wings, the fullbacks, Kurt Eklund, I feel sorry for him, but to know how to play that ball is just exceptional by the hooker. Got up, ball in the face, he said, I'm not in a position to do anything here. How about you have a go, Caleb? Give it a nudge. And he said, goodbye, good night, see you later. And put the burners on down the sideline like he did just minutes before. And the Blues, yes, 19-7. You'd imagine this is going to fly over. It does. Now we can say 21-7. It is the Blues with a 14-point lead now. The Crusaders struck once early in reply, but have been put down twice now. The Blues with 3 tries already. And they look good value after half an hour. But there's one thing for sure here with this Crusaders side, and we've seen it week after week after week. You've got to keep playing the full 80 minutes, and you've got to keep that lead for the full 80 minutes. Here is Christie again. He's been very electric, and nice pass from Eklund. TJ Fayani knocks the ball on, and it's picked up from Will Jordan, who's up in the line. Here's ball out from Eno. Here's short sprint to the corner. Another try. Goodness me, it is a try fest out there. Mark Talia and George Bridge having a bit of fun now on the left wing. And it just seems to be that inside start for the wingers. Getting outside their man, just getting that little nudge of pace to start them off. It was all from a knock on by TJ Fayani, and it just gets on the outside of Talia. And that is enough for Bridge over 20 metres to go all the way. Well, they'll be ruining this era from their inside centre. Will Jordan was up in the line again like he's been every single phase. Once it went to Bridge, it was again another brilliant try out wide. Well, that cuts the lead back just a touch. 5 points so far. Here is Richie Mwanga. Could cut it all the way back to 7. We are 5 out from half time. And boy, what a half it has been so far by these two teams. 21-14 the score. The Blues still leading by 7, but the Crusaders, they are firing shots back just as quickly as they're taking them on the chest. 4 minutes to play. Bowden Barrett has been heavily involved tonight for the Blues. And he kicks back off again. This time it's taken from Bryn Hall as he wrestles his way to the ground. Waiting there is Sanders. He picks and goes and fires it out to the right-hand side. Here is Jack Goodhue looking for touch. He's overcooked that. Oh, that is a mistake by Jack Goodhue. He seems pretty chuffed about it, but surely that's going all the way back. No! Oh, it must have been inside the 22. He kicked it out in the fall. I thought he was outside for sure. But the Blues play it just on their own side of the half. Here is a run by Rieko Ioane. And he takes the tackle. That slows up the play here, the Blues. Second to the punch, but they retain the ball. Here's Christina Barrett looking for Talia on the right. Picking go now from Papali'i. He's thrown backwards with a tackle from Fetu Douglas. Blues fighting for the ball, but the Crusaders charging Leighton over the top of it. Bryn Hall's got it now. Chance to tie it up for the break. Out wide to Severisa goes. He's got to go on the outside of Clark. He can't do it. And at least Matt Duffy was covering back better than what the Crusaders been doing in defence. Firing out some very wild passes out of the Crusaders. Brad Nino eventually taking it in midfield. Now they go back out to Reese. And Seven Reeks tries to get past Rieko Ioane again. Here's Joe Moody. Nice little round the corner pass to Richie Moanga. Bryn Hall's back. Pick and go. Oh, pick and go from Bryn Hall, and he is absolutely wiped out. The referee is not happy with this, and it's a yellow card. Oh, big call for the Blues. Who has gone there? Is it Faiani who is out? We'll have to double check that. But the Crusaders are going for goal. They'll cut the league down to just 4 and send the two teams to half-time if they can knock this over. Richie Moanga, it's a handy spot, and oh, that is too easy. That is far too easy for Richie Moanga, a gift of a 3. And that puts them right back in this game now. The lead is less than 7 as the two sides head to half-time. The Blues will know that they've done well in that first 40 minutes, but the job is far from done. The Crusaders, they're happy with this sort of scoreline at half-time. But the Blues, though, up on possession, way down on territory. What's really going to concern them is that yellow card. Having that man in the bin for 10 minutes could be very, very costly. We'll see how they recover and how they come out that second half with that man in the bin. Do they play conservative or do they go out and attack? We'll find out as the second half gets underway. Bowden Barrett's been an instrumental part of this Blues lead at half-time, and he gets the game back underway for the 40 minutes, and Bryn Hall is down there to take it in for the Crusaders. Douglas, he'll play 9, and he gets a bit of a run. He winds back to Cody Taylor, and somehow it's found Richie Moanga. Playing dangerously inside their own 22 at the moment are the Crusaders. Quinton Strange, dangerous, finding Braden Enor, and he manages to get a couple of metres back to the 22. Are they going to kick this away? No, they still run it out. Tom Christie to Sever Reese. Whitelock's on hand to win that ruck ball very quickly. Here is again Bryn Hall passing in the tackles. Pointed out and intercepted. That's what was dangerous, and that's what's happened. But Michael Aotearoa, he's stolen it back, and here's George Bridge on the left-hand side. Oh, the Blues all converge, and Bridge will run away. Mark Talia leads the chase, but it's clear space. It's a clear try, and it's a big one as well. The Crusaders strike. Oh, they play dangerous rugby, but this time it comes off in the case of 5 points to George Bridge. Well, it was intercepted in midfield by the Blues, but the turnover straight after from Michael Aotearoa, who flung a wild old pass out to George Bridge. Oh, it was risky, and somehow it has paid off for Aotearoa. Take a bow to get down over that ball, rip it up, and to just fire a bullet pass that Aaron Smith would have been proud of out to George Bridge. And there was no stopping him. Once again, he got on that outside shoulder of Mark Talia, beat him for that acceleration, and then the pace race was just nudged by Bridge all the way to the line. Oh, I thought the Blues were going to be in for something there. I thought that was their try to score. But the Crusaders turn it around, and they turn the scoreboard on its head as well. The yellow card proving costly. And costing them the lead as well. Here is the man back from the bin. Yes, we were correct. TJ Faiani is the one who has spent the last 10 minutes off the field. And the side, well, they were leading. Now they trail by 3. Bowden Barrett not having the best second half so far. We've hardly seen his name apart from kicking off as Joe Moody. The Bigelow said prop. Aims to kick off, and this time, are the Crusaders going to run or are they going to kick it out? No, they go. Goodhue out to Reese. And Ozan cut back brilliant as well. Now they go to midfield, but no. Called back for a forward pass. Braden Enor. Can't believe it. The Crusaders, they were gone again.
Bind. Sit.
Well, we still have 27 odd minutes to play here. I'm sure there's going to be many more twists and turns to go on this one before the game is over. The Blues set themselves in motion as Finley Christie waits for it at the base. Finds Barrett. Barrett, cut out pass to Rieko Ioane. Goes straight through the middle. Supports there on Matt Duffy. Oh, that is brilliant. That is Blues rugby at its best. The set play. Rieko Ioane beating defenders, offloading the tackle and getting the Blues in for another try. Matt Duffy, the scorer, up from fullback, creating that space in the middle. That is training ground brilliance coming to fruition. Well, Finley Christie timed it well. It was missed in the middle there. Faiani, he got skipped. Went to Rieko Ioane. And then the beautiful line from Matt Duffy saw him slide straight through the middle. Put us all down though to Rieko Ioane. Brilliantly played it was by the outside centre. He beat the attempted tackle there. Looked like Will Jordan, who was up in the line as well. And that extra space has left it wide open for Duffy to go through. No one at the back to cover as well. Great manipulation by the Blues. And they take that lead back in their favour. It is by 2 points now. The conversion could make it the 4. Yes, it is. 24-28. The Blues lead yet again, but it won't be enough. You can guarantee it. The Crusaders, they still have 23 minutes to play. And that is 23 minutes of danger as well. The lead, if it's less than 7, it's not enough. If it's less than 14, you still question whether it's enough as we get underway again. Richie Moanga going high, and Carl Tuatafuake takes the ball down for the Blues. And they battle, and they lose. It's ball back to the Crusaders. Bryn Hall floats it out to Goodhue. And Jack Goodhue, that's brilliant! Oh, he is magical! Great show of pace, great manipulation again. It's Jack Goodhue gets around the outside of TJ Faiani and cuts the defence in half. He had numbers on his outside, one phase play. Bryn Hall, brilliant pass. Watch this magic. Straight out there into midfield. On the outside of Barrett and Faiani, he had the numbers out wide to hold the wide defenders, and he just went alone, went through the middle, and split the defence in half to score another brilliant try by these two teams. It has been a spectacle of rugby, and the lead is just switching between the two. It now is the Crusaders who lead by 1 with a kick to come. And it will be Richie Moanga to do the duties. Man, this game has been just at a high level of skill, a high pace, and just quality throughout. Moanga to lead the team by 3. He does it. And as we tick over the hour mark, the Crusaders are the side with their noses just in front. Well, hold on to your seats. This one, I think, is going to go the full distance. Can the Blues hit back again? Or will the Crusaders get that little point of difference? If they get another try next, the Crusaders, it could be. They're telling them that Mark Talia, he's knocked it on. Bridges picked it up, and now this is the chance the Crusaders wanted as Cody Taylor has a run, loses the ball, and will come back for the knock on from Talia. Exciting rugby. Here's a bit of a replay of it, which is a rare occurrence. Up they went. It was a good take. And the offload as well. Off for Tuanga Fasi it was, who took the ball down off the kickoff.
Crouch.
And offloaded to his winger. Too hot to handle though by the big boy.
Sit.
The scrum now for the Crusaders. Brent Hall. It's been solid so far by their own put in the two teams. Not seen too many menacing scrums yet. Benju Douglas waits with Brent Hall. Here's the Crusaders. Set something up. Moanga again cuts out Goodhue, goes back to Eno, and Bridge is really struck with a ball he didn't want, and now the Blues turn over his mistakes as Finley Christie knocks on. And here is another knock on by Joe Moody, as I thought Richie Moanga might be able to spark something from that, but the Crusaders will get a scrum feed, but that really was a bizarre play from the champion side.
Crouch. Bind.
We saw a cut out to
Set.
Braden Eno, who went back to George Bridge. I'm just trying to work out what they were doing there. Bridge just was looking to run a line on the inside channel. Really wasn't expecting the ball as the second receiver just kind of lost his whole act of where he's wanting to go. Here is Bryn Hall again as he turns it back inside to Douglas, who was just getting up from the scrum. And mistakes really creeping into both these sides' game as we've seen
Bind.
the action not really leave this 22-metre
Set.
line. And the Blues get another chance to maybe fight their way back as we took over 72 minutes now. It's becoming an instance where the next scorer might be the one to win this game. The Blues wait for it, and it's Akira Ioane at the back as the Blues look to set something in action again. Inside pass, it's taken by Hardy. A strong runner. Bowden Barrett just dropped it off for his inside centre to run the line. As he was isolated. That's a turnover. Whitelock. Oh, fires a massive ball wide. Severix. Oh, he couldn't quite get the pass. Jack Goodhue was on the inside. Now here is Tom Christie. Having a short run to the left, and this could be lost. Oh, the Blues dominating the tackle. Here's Finley Christie. Inside ball to Akira Ioane. Slips out of the tackle, but driven back on the second. Inside the 22 now. 79 minutes is ticking over. Tuangafasi out wide he goes. CJ Faiani. Mark Talia comes back and field. Bowden Barrett hit hard. Here's Papali'i. There is just seconds to play now as the Blues are right on the line. Christie goes to Tuangafasi. Turns it back to Akira Ioane. He takes the tackle. 4 metres out now the Blues. Can they nail it in here? Christie opens it up to Bowden Barrett. Turns around the corner. Dalton Papali'i. He'll score it. And it will know it's Corin Eklund. It's Corin Eklund, the hooker. It's a big man in the middle of the front row. I saw headband and I thought it was Dalton Papali'i, but no, number 2, Corin Eklund scores. He wasn't a starter at the beginning of the season, but what an influence he's had on this team. Runs the line beautifully off Bowden Barrett, straight under the sticks. Blues will win. The Blues will upset the competition. And what could have been the chances if it was still alive and kicking at this match? Unfortunately for the Blues, it won't matter. But Bowden Barrett, well, he threads his magic when they really needed the Blues. And this is a monumental victory for the home team. The Crusaders, they'll go away with 2 losses this season to the Hurricanes and to the Blues. 33-31. Bowden Barrett adds insult to injury to make it a 4-point winner. 35-31. The Blues come home strong, and they have upset the Crusaders right at the death. Well, that was a magical game. There was try moments everywhere. Big point scorers, brilliant line breaks. It really was a true spectacle of Super Rugby Aotearoa. You've just got to be entertained by this. It was magical, magical rugby as Super Rugby Aotearoa delivers yet again on the biggest show of them all. Eden Park packed out and absolutely loving it. 5 tries to 4. It was tries of 2 to Caleb Clark, 1 to Matt Duffy, 1 to Bowden Barrett, and of course, right at the end, Corin Eklund scoring the ultimate match winner. Bowden Barrett, 5 out of 5 from the tee as well for a perfect night for the fly half. As for the Crusaders, 2 to George Bridge, 1 to Jack Goodhue and Sevu Reeks. Richie Moanga also picked up 5 out of 5 for conversions and the 1 penalty goal. Having a look at the stats now before we wrap up today's final match of Super Rugby Aotearoa. We can see the Crusaders really will be wondering how they couldn't close that game out. The last stanza of the match really was a stalemate, as neither side could do that final killer blow till right at the end when time was well and truly up. The Blues doing it just by a whisker, but they had to struggle. They had less possession, pretty much even on territory. The 10 minutes with TJ Whaiani in the bin as well almost cost them this game. But the Crusaders let themselves down right at the end. When they had that lead by 3, they just could not keep it alive and keep the Blues out. That is it for Super Rugby Aotearoa for 2020. Will we ever see it again? It is, well, I mean, who knows? It seems unlikely, but the way that World Rugby and New Zealand Rugby and Rugby Australia and everyone is going about with things at the moment, who knows what 2021 is going to bring the rugby world. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure to bring you the rugby action from Super Rugby Aotearoa, and I hope you have all enjoyed the games coming your way. Blues fans, Crusaders fans, great matchup. How did you think your team went this season? And also, it was great to see from the Chiefs, the Highlanders, and of course, the Hurricanes this year. Hopefully, we'll be back with more rugby in the future. Super Rugby, International Rugby, whatever it may be. I'll be here bringing it to you each and every week. But until then, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoy what's going to be coming up on the channel as well. We've got plenty more action coming your way as well. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe. Keep the thumbs up, steaming up as well. And we'll see you all next time for plenty more. Until then, though, thanks for watching and take care.